Join us and our crew on our adventures as we explore the amazing world around us. Welcome to our boat and home sea venture. We hope your time with us is both entertaining and inspiring. October cruising. Yesterday it was pretty gorgeous, but the wind and the rain came in today, and yeah, we're just spending the day inside. After the blustery, rainy day yesterday, we woke up to clear skies. Well, okay, that was an overstatement. We woke up to bluer skies. And the sun is starting to come out. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty sweet day.
If you're a subscriber, thank you. If not, we'd be honored if you'd subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we have a new video, and if you like it, give us a thumbs up. Thank you all so much. Just having a lazy morning at anchor this morning. But we got a plan for today. It was like stormy, rainy all day yesterday. So we edited video all day. Yeah, literally. I think just about all day. But that worked out really well. Hey Blake. Hey kiddo. So today, it looks like it's pretty nice and calm and pretty close to us. There's like a 25 nautical mile channel. I don't remember the name of it. Starts with an H.
I'm going to say Bartlett or Barrett.
Oh, that would be a B.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out on the chart. There's really no cruising information about it because it's like this. It's about 25 miles deep and it's a dead end. And
is it 25 miles?
I think it's about 25 miles each way, yeah.
I don't think so.
Or was it not that? Was it only like 12?
Yeah, something.
Only
it's shorter.
12.
It's not very far.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Then we can have more coffee. We don't have to leave so soon. But there's no information in the cruising guides about it because I think there's maybe an anchorage up there, maybe not. We'll have to go figure that out. We don't know if we'll anchor up there or not, but we wanted to go explore and see what's up there. I know, leaving Fool's Inlet on our way toward Bradfield Canal.
Bradfield Canal, yep.
Barkley's in his spot. Blake's in his spot. Rosie's cleaning the countertops in the pilot house.
They were dirty. And then I'm done.
Course is plotted.
You know, actually, let's talk about that for a second.
And I'm busy running the boat.
I know, that's what I'm going to talk
Okay.
about, is how busy you are. We recently added a cable that connects our computer to our autopilot. And so now we are uber careful on plotting our courses so that we can let it just hop from waypoint to waypoint to waypoint. Whoops, having made sure that there are no obvious obstacles in between. But anyway, it has actually made operating the boat super easy because you really don't need to worry about the course. Really, all you're worrying about is other boats, debris, and stuff like that. So anyways, it has actually really simplified cruising. It's freed Jim up way too much is what it has done.
You don't have to make any course adjustments because the computer just communicates directly with the autopilot and turns where turns are required. And it beeps when it changes course, and it beeps if what's called a cross-track error, how far off of our scheduled course. If it gets more than about 120 feet, we have it set off of the course.
Yeah.
It just beeps at us and lets us know.
We have had some courses that have been pretty windy through some rocks or channels, and we do actually hover over it and make sure it's doing the right thing. And then sometimes we take over if we don't like it. But
for the most part, it's done really well.
Great supervisor here.
Yep.
Right, buddy? And there it is, switching waypoints again.
Beeping because we just changed waypoints. And you can see the dots on the screen are the waypoints.
Right here.
So with the computer driving, I just tried to make it so the turns are more mellow.
Right.
And it's not trying to do 90-degree turns. So we keep our split screen, one zoomed in, one zoomed out kind of approach on our computer, and we're good to go. Heading toward the entrance to the Bradfield Canal. On our port or left side is Wrangell Island. Over that way is the East Passage or back channel. For further orientation, straight over on the starboard side is the Annan Creek and Annan Bear Observatory, if you watch those videos. We just happen to be passing by there. On the chart, see if I can get it here. Here's Fool's Inlet where we were anchored. This is where we currently are. This is the East Passage to Wrangell, and this is where we're going. Our plotted course up to the head of Bradfield, and we'll see what that's like. Continuing our trip up Bradfield Canal. It's pretty cool. Blake's asleep in the bed on the table. Barkley's over here on the chair. Rosie's in the galley, and she said it wasn't film worthy, but I disagree. Breakfast, eggs over easy, toasted rolls, and crab cakes for breakfast. We're approaching the head of Bradfield Canal, this dead end that I think nobody goes to. And we're looking out the window toward the end, and we're going to get up there. But we are seeing what looks like a pod of whales up here.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, look over there. There's a big spout. And another big tail. And another spout.
Wow. Gonna have to check this out.
Seeing birds up here, so I'm wondering if we're gonna have some bubble feeding whales. Wow.
Looks like a large amount of bait fish or herring or something, whatever the whales are diving after.
Do they do krill?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Looks like that's what the whales are looking for.
They're right out here in front. They've dove again.
Yeah, we're gonna go see.
So we wait for them to come back up and watch the birds are the clue.
Yep. Here are the birds that we've been watching on the surface of the water. Right now they're just sitting tight. It takes a few minutes for them to do their magic.
Watch for the bubbles.
Yeah, so you can see the circle now.
There it is.
Yep. See the current a little bit to the left of the circle? Is that them just swirling up the water?
Oh, there's a couple. There's the sea lion there too.
Oh.
Rosie's in the galley doing dishes and baking bread and talking about how many people get to go do dishes. And out their kitchen window,
Whale spouts.
they're watching the whales.
Woohoo! Look at that. That's pretty cool. Beautiful view of Bradfield Canal. And there's Jim. And we're fishing. We're seeing if we can find a little halibut here or something. So we're in a little shallow spot right in the middle of the canal. So we'll see if we get lucky. There's Jim fishing, and in the background you can see some whale spouts. The whales are kind of circling, not circling, they're going alongside the area we're at. We're anchored out in the middle, and the whales are going along the shoreline there.
After our fantastic day in Bradfield Canal, we are headed back to Fool's Inlet for the night, where we have been the last couple nights. We'll anchor in a different spot in the inlet, but we'd call this like an evening cruise, but it's not. It's actually late afternoon. What time is it? 4:30. So we're about 45 minutes from our anchorage. Absolutely dead calm, beautiful. So far, boating in Alaska in October has been spectacular. Time for this week's Q&A. Today we have 4 questions, and unlike last week now, today's does not have any show and tell. So sorry about that, but we'll try to get through them pretty quickly. I thought they were all interesting
questions. Two of them were actually asked by multiple people. So, Dietmar, I hope I'm saying that correctly. I apologize if not. Ask, how's it going with the Bulbous Bow? Well, as many of you may know, we recently made the decision and had a Bulbous Bow added to Sea Venture, and that work is completed. And we've done some initial sea trials, and so far so good on the sea trials. But the most important sea trial is still remaining, and that's kind of the heavy weather sea trial. And we haven't had a good opportunity to go do that. And I am going to do a tech talk video on it, which I'm kind of excited to do because it's going to include a time lapse of like all 14 days that the boat was in production. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. So that's the answer to that question. So far, so good on reaching our goals. The next question Chuck asked, do you have bow and stern thrusters? And no, we do not. But you know, is that another upgrade? No, actually it's not. Our boat that we had before Sea Venture was a 45-foot trawler that was a single screw with no thrusters. We had her for 15 years and cruised her extensively. And so I got pretty comfortable maneuvering that boat, and Sea Venture with twin engines is much easier. You know, so I've decided that we really don't need them. And I think the key, if you don't have thrusters, is really, and even if you do, it is understanding where not to go with your boat under certain conditions. You know, when we had the single screw boat, if it was blowing 35 knots, I didn't pull into a marina with that boat. We went and anchored, keeping in mind that by far what's most dangerous to your boat is docks and rocks, not water. It was actually made for the water. So no bow or stern thruster, and no plans to do that. Next question. Gwen and DS ask, what is the year and model of Sea Venture? So I'm going to give you the short answer, a little bit of information, and then give you some reference information. So Sea Venture is a 1977 Cheoy Lee LRT, stands for long range trawler. Sometimes you'll see LRC, long range cruiser. You can, I think, pick either one. She weighs about 45 tons or 90,000 pounds when fully loaded. Carries about 2,150 gallons of diesel. That's 8,150 liters. Plus 1,200 gallons of fresh water, which is about 4,500 liters of water. Has a range of about 4,300 nautical miles at 7 knots. I will, in the description below, add our boat tour video. I'll link to that video, which has a lot more information, though I would give you the disclaimer that the boat tour video was done before the galley was completely replaced and before our swim step was completely replaced, along with a whole bunch of other smaller projects. I'll also put a link to the engine room tour video that people like, but realize that video was done before our big electrical upgrade, which was mostly in the engine room. So I'll go ahead and throw in the electrical upgrade and swim step replacement videos as well in those links. And I suppose all that means it's probably getting time to do a new, comprehensive, complete boat tour video. So maybe we'll think about getting that on the schedule. Jim and Douglas ask, when was the last video filmed? You know, great question. And I think we just kind of bury ourselves in the middle of all the editing, and it didn't even dawn on me that that might not be apparent. The last video was filmed in August, in the middle of summer, even if it might not have always looked like that in the video. And so that's a great question. So moving forward, I will make sure and add to the description in the videos when that video was actually filmed, and hopefully that will be great. So that's going to wrap it up for the Q&A. Really appreciate your questions. You can do them either in the comments on YouTube, or you can email us at cruisingseaventure@gmail.com. And otherwise, you all have a great week, and we will see you later, and wishing you, as always, no wind and flat seas. Thanks so much.
What do you think, Barkley?